Good morning, good morning, good morning. I might swerve and hit that corner. Ooh. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Zig the GOAT, boy. We're back with another one. What's going on, y'all, man? If you're reading the title, you're reading this video. First of all, Happy New Year. Hope everybody made it into the new year safe and sound. Shout out to y'all for the support on the channel, man. We going crazy these days, man. Every time I look at my subscribers, it's going to the upper room. So appreciate y'all boys, man. We at 1150. Let's try to get to 1200 by the end of the month, man. 1200 by the end of the month. 20 likes on the video, and I'll make another coach build. So today we got the Pete Carroll Players Coach build. That's what I'm calling it, the Pete Carroll Players Coach build. If y'all don't know who Pete Carroll is, he was the coach of the USC Trojans back in the early 2000s with Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, people like that. Lindale White, Dwayne Jarrett, Troy Polamalu, Clay Matthews, all them boys was on that team. Ray Malaluga, if you don't, you know Ray Malaluga. But yeah, man, I made a coach build. I was trying to do a lot of Ultimate Team stuff, but I ain't want to leave my Dynasty people out to dry, so, I'm giving y'all some content as well. Like I said, if y'all still got coaches y'all want me to make, I'll definitely try to add it to the list and keep trying to give y'all some coaches and stuff, because I know, we at the point now where we're just trying to have a lot of fun with the game, try new stuff. So, but anyway, long intro just to say, man, what's good with y'all boys, boy? But anyway, man, let's get into it, man. So, this is a players coach build, and just some background on Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll was a defensive coach. He's a players coach, but his specialty was defense. He was a secondary coach before he got a defensive coordinator job, before he got a USC job. So, for those of y'all who, when y'all look at this build, I did it based off his career resume. So, this is a defensive coach build because his resume was all defense. Yeah, he was a head coach. Yeah, he did things, but his specialty was defense. But he's a players coach. So, because he's a players coach, I made sure to give him talent developer, because what says players coach more than talent developing? Getting the most out of your players, okay? And that's what Pete Carroll going to do, get the most out of his guys. So I'm going to just kind of walk y'all through what I did through each sector, explain everything, and then I'm going to show y'all kind of what it looked like after like 1 year when you get it fully done on the roster or whatever. So, tactician, we're going to start here. So, I didn't do anything for tactician, really. This was just to open up architect because, like I said, we wanted max XP gains for players. So, tactician, we just got that to 25 to open up architect. But when we opened up architect, we got all the way to level 3 on architect for defensive players only. Again, this is a defensive build, so all of this stuff will be defense oriented. But if you want to do offense oriented, all you got to do is flip it. You're good to go. So, defensive line, linebackers, DBs all got the can't stop, won't stop. So that's the 3-game win streak. That's the random skill cap when leveling up. And that's the additional XP in-game goals. So, pretty self-explanatory with Architect. Like I said, just getting the most out of them in-game. So, every game you play, try and get the most out of your players in-game. Bonuses for winning streaks, things of that nature. Master Motivator. Again, defensive build. So we went all the way down to 4 on both of these because we want the hot start in the close games so that they play elite for you. When you're simming, if you decide to jump in a game, your defensive line, linebackers, and your secondary all gonna go crazy for you in those fourth quarters. Also, you get paid for getting bonus points for getting them drafted. You get bonus points for staying hot through timeouts. And again, all-season training boost was probably the best perk and all of that, the best abilities put in work. And then in Master Motivator, we get Everybody Eats, which that's really the only thing I'm here for in the Master Motivator section is the all XP gains increase. So now with Architect, we get an in-game XP. We also get an XP for win streaks. Then we get an XP for everything we do increasing on the secondary. So now you can kind of see the division of like ultimate players coach. So I'm getting the most out of my players. So the defensive players are pretty much getting XP. If you got a USC jersey on, you getting XP for it, basically. So that's pretty much what I did for Master Motivator. Then I didn't touch Program Builder or CEO. I probably could have. I kind of added something here or there, but I really wanted to just make a super players coach all XP build just so I could see like, okay, what can you do on this game and like how much XP could you get? So last but not least, we did talent developer. Now, I did do one for the top receiver, running back, and quarterback just because that is for transfers. If you do that, you get a little bit more transfers. The transfer portal is a little bit easier when you're recruiting if you have they're more interested in the portal king. So I did that just to get the interest higher, just in case we don't have a great recruiting class or we don't go too crazy, I can still get those transfer players. And then, of course, again, it's a defensive build. So D-line, linebackers, secondary. We got Star Maker and the DB Whisperer. So pretty much anything possible to get XP on this game, we are getting on this build. So between talent developer, architect, and master motivator, we are maxed out in all types of XP potential and possibilities. So with this build, you're just going to get a lot of XP for your defense. And like I said, if you're an offensive guy or you feel like you want more offensive stuff, you could literally just flip it and do it for all your offensive players. You know, it's pretty simple. So the trick with this build, though, is because I put so much into my defense, I don't necessarily need to recruit defensive players as 5 stars, 4 stars, because it don't matter what we get on defense because we're getting so much XP for them throughout a season that in recruiting, I actually flipped it. I actually did offense. So with this build, you can recruit whatever you want on defense, but then on offense, you got all the abilities to get a 4 stars and a 5 star. So that way, your quarterbacks, your running backs, receivers, even though they're not getting all the XP gains, they're coming in better. So, you know, you're going to have a 5-star quarterback and your 5-star receivers and your 5-star running backs. So then that way, you don't have to spend all the XP on offense because you're getting better talent. Now, of course, you will still get your 5-star D linemen and linebackers and things of that nature, but now you're not pressed. Because now you can say, okay, I'm going to recruit, and let's say I get 16 defensive players, some of them 4 stars. Well, then, hey, it don't matter because you're putting them into the system of all XP gains. So if I'm redshirting them, I'm playing them, they're going to get the XP gains regardless. Versus if I did the recruiter for defense, then I wouldn't have no good offensive players at all. So it's just kind of a way to kind of balance out the build in a way where, like, hey, I can have an OP defense, and I still can get that 5-star running back and make him Reggie Bush. I can still get that 5-star quarterback, and he'd be Matt Leinart. It's just he's not going to get all the XP boost and bonuses that my defense is going to get. So I just wanted to make sure that the build was balanced. Like, yeah, we're giving a lot to the defense, but now with the recruiter being maxed out for offense, we actually get a nice balance of we getting top offensive players, plus we getting the great progression from the defense, and it'll kind of mesh where, like, basically you'll have an OP defense, but then you'll have some great talent on offense to kind of balance everything out. So that is the build. That is the Pete Carroll build. Like I said, man, it's all about talent developing and maxing out maxing out player development, basically. It's just a player's coach, player development build. I think it's a pretty good build, man. I think you're not really missing nothing. You can recruit, and you get the most XP gain on the game because you got maxed out motivator, talent developer, and architect. So you're getting all 3 XPs maxed out. So I think it's a really good build. I think you should try it for sure. And I'll show y'all kind of what it looks like. And like I said, this is only like year 5 or 6. So, of course, I'm not too far into the dynasty yet when I'm showing y'all this. But I'll show you the team just to give y'all like a look at like how the defense is kind of just going crazy. So, like right now we're 94 defense. But if you look, I have a linebacker left outside, another middle linebacker, a right outside. So 4 middle linebackers in the top 5 of my team. And then we have a tight end, a left tackle. But then look, cornerback 93, cornerback 92, another middle linebacker, another corner, a D lineman. So as you can see, I have 6 DBs that's 90 overall, basically. So, you know, and you see a 90 overall quarterback. So, like I said, I don't need a superstar talent, but my quarterback was a 4-star guy. So, you know, it was a 4-star guy. So I was able to get a decent quarterback to put along with this team. Now, this team is a lot of seniors, but it's a little bit mixed in. But as you can see, the strategy's already working. You know what I'm saying? I have 4 or 5 cornerbacks that are all 90. I have 4 or 5 middle linebackers that's 90 plus. And that's the whole point of the build. You're going to make your defense so OP after so many years because it's just going to be like a rotating door of greatness. You know what I'm saying? When this guy leaves, this guy going to step in, then he going to be 99 next year. And then the next guy going to leave. And so as you can see by the build, you're pretty much going to make your defense OP for so long because even your backups are going to benefit from not playing or coming in behind. And then, of course, we get boosts from them getting drafted. So all these players who getting drafted also give you XP boosts. So not only are you making an NFL factory with your defense, but you're getting boosts for that as well. So as you can kind of see, like I said, I'm pretty early in the dynasty, but you can already see kind of like how it's getting set up where a bunch of defensive players are 90 already. So like the more I recruit, the more I keep messing with it. You know what I'm saying? The defense could easily be 96, 97 in a couple years. So, look, sophomore cornerback, already 90 overall. DT's 90 overall. Cornerback, 90. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's so many defensive players that's already 90 that, like, I've already kind of built the foundation of the factory. So, if you were curious of, like, does it really work? Are you getting the most out of your players? You see it. Starters and backups are in my all defensive players in my top 15, 20 players. So, I just kind of wanted to show y'all what it's going to look like once you start getting it moving. Like I said, this is year like 4, 5, maybe. So, again, you still got 5, 6 years to, like, really get recruits in, really, like, build up on people, you know, catch some lightning in a bottle with some players and things of that nature. But I just kind of wanted to show y'all kind of what it looks like once you start getting that XP flowing and things of that nature with your team. But, you know what I'm saying, like, comment, subscribe. Let's go for 10 likes. 10 likes on the video, and I'll drop another Coach Bill video, man. Y'all put in the comments who y'all want to see me do next. And like I said, if y'all want to see anything on the Ultimate Team side, the Dynasty side, man, let me know. Put it in the comments as well. I'm pretty versatile. I just love this game. So I make videos for everything. So if y'all want to see it, I got y'all. It's your boy Zay the GOAT. Man, I holla.